Are you considering selling your home? The Tyler McLay Realty Group Seller Guide is going to be a phenomenal resource and asset to you from start to finish. Let me walk you through it. We pride ourselves on our experience here at Tyler McLay Realty Group, and you've got a phenomenal team of full-time realtors at your disposal 24/7. We have 11 office locations throughout the GTA to assist you throughout your home selling journey, as well as 24/7 telephone. Now, in terms of our team, I'm going to walk you through it. I'm not going to bore you with every single page, but in terms of our team, you've got a combined experience of 60 years, more than that. So you need an agent that's experienced, not just in real estate, but in business, in life, and of course in transaction volume, okay? An agent that's been in the business for 60 years and done 5 deals, they don't nearly have the same experience as a realtor who's been in the business for 10 years, but done 500 transactions. So experience comes in all shapes and sizes. Our team is combined 60 plus years of experience, okay, transacting in real estate. We've sold over $500 million worth of real estate, over 10,000 transactions. So we've got the experience dealing with a multitude of particular interactions. Not all deals are the same, but we can navigate each and every occurrence that may come our way. Now, in terms of our results, we are top 1% in all of Canada. We are top 35, under 35 in all of Canada. And on the Toronto Real Estate Board, the largest real estate board in all of North America, we are top 0.04%. So our results speak for themselves. I don't like to toot my own horn, but our experience is top notch. That's where you want to start. That's number one. Now, number two, speaking for myself personally, my background is finance. I have my undergrad, my BBA in finance. I love the economics of real estate. I love the finance part of real estate, breaking down the numbers, and that assists in our top tier negotiation. I also have my master's degree from Forbes' #1 ranked School of Business, Schulich, and I have my master's degree in real estate and infrastructure. We also have a number of phenomenal, kind of developed over time developer relationships that assist in getting you the right assets that you need. So I'm just going to walk you through page by page and kind of guide you through the seller's guide. You feel free to follow along. You can find a link on my website at tylermclay.com and download your very own seller guide. I also have a video on our buyer's guide and what we do for buyers. That one's a little more resource friendly and more of a resource for buyers in general. Our seller's guide kind of talks more about what we do and the value that we offer for sellers. Now, we just want to thank you for your time, for listening to the video, and if this is in person, sitting down with us. And we very much respect the Pinball Clemens Foundation here in Toronto. So we are big supporters of the Pinball Clemens Foundation. If you follow us on any of our social media channels, you'll see that we are a massive supporter of what they do. Every dollar that gets donated is passed right on to Toronto's youth. So you donate $1, there's $1 that's going to impact someone's life, okay? So Tyler McLay Realty Group, so of our stats here, we've mentored over 10,000 students, 50,000 students and teachers impacted, and we have impacted 130 scholarships, 300 bursaries and books, and 175 students we've placed into careers. So we're very proud of that piece and our ability to be able to give back. A portion of every deal that we do is donated directly to the Pinball Clemens Foundation. We're very proud of that. As you go on, you'll see a little bit about the team. Okay, next page, if you want to meet anybody on the team, if you're working with someone specifically, you can check out their bio on YouTube, or you can check out their bio on tylermclay.com. Then we talk about our proven results, okay? Now, this has to do with Tyler McLay Realty Group. We are actually powered by Royal LePage, Canada's largest real estate brand, and we have a lot of resources and a lot of network that comes with Royal LePage. What we do is we just amplify it to an incredible degree, okay? So we take the resources that we have, we amplify and add on to that. So there's some awesome resources in there, some awesome stats in there in terms of the eyes we get on our listings, some of our results, strong heritage, our database, and things to that effect. Okay, so enjoy. In terms of our reach, social media, I mean, you've got to be in tune with social media now, and there's a ton of different platforms, right? You've got Twitter, you've got LinkedIn, you've got Facebook, you've got Instagram, TikTok, right? YouTube. So you've got a ton of different avenues in terms of where people are going to find your listing and your sale. So it's important that we're everywhere and on all of them, even Google. We've got wicked results on Google in terms of how we market your listing, promote your listing, and drive attention to your listing, okay? And you'll hear more about the way we sell actively throughout the presentation. Now, you also have a built-in extended team with us. So we've got developed and enhanced over decades of experience is our extended team. That pertains to lawyers, accountants, mortgage brokers, also painters, renovators, contractors, flooring guys, very specific garage door providers, whatever it is you need, we very likely have a resource for you. And this would be a resource that we've either worked with in the past with great results, or someone that our network has spoken highly of and referred to us, okay? So when selling your house, you never know. Lawn care, maintenance, roof, gutter cleaning, window cleaning, touch-ups, maybe not major renovations, but minor. We have a network for you that's gonna help and enhance your sale. Now, in addition to that, you are assigned a VIP concierge directly to you that is with you throughout your sale, before, during, and post-sale, to assist in all things, both real estate and beyond. You need a dog sitter, you need your driveway shoveled while you're on vacation. No problem. When you work with us, we take care of you just like your family. Now, moving on, basically you want to know exactly what we do, okay? So I'm prefacing what we do. Now, this is what we're actually going to do to sell your home. Number one is active selling. Now, the reason we have active selling as number one is because it is so important. What a lot of agents do is they'll throw your listing out on MLS and kind of wait for the phone to ring. They sit back, relax, and let MLS or Realtor.ca do its thing. That's not enough to get the right amount of eyes on your listing or sell for top dollar in this market. Okay, so to be able to drive the right attention, we have to sell actively. We employ full-time staff that pick up the phone and drive action to your listing. We establish a target demographic. So if it's a 3-story stacked townhome, probably not the 80 and 85-year-olds that are looking to downsize moving into something with a ton of stairs, but very likely it's going to be an individual selling a condo or potentially a first-time buyer moving into something like that. Young families, young couples, even single professionals. So we target that demographic and we hammer them with phone calls, not just the buyers, but also the buyers' realtors, because we have a phenomenal database of buyers and realtors within our network. So we're actively selling, and you'll see this theme throughout the listing presentation. If an agent books a showing on your property, we don't just say, oh, that's great, and put the phone down. We will pick up the phone, call that agent, and tell them how we would show the house. Make sure they don't forget to see that linen closet behind the bathroom door. Make sure they know to turn on the lights and the undermount kitchen lighting, okay? Or they don't miss the walkout to the backyard because it's covered by a big couch or Chesterfield, okay? So we want to guide the buyers and the buyers' agents to show the homes as if we would, okay? And there's a lot that goes into this active selling. If you want to know more, drop us a line, but I'm going to move on for the sake of the video. If you're thinking of selling your house, you should be listening intently. So this isn't for, everyone, but if you are thinking of selling your house, this is specifically for you and what we do, okay? You can compare, contrast to what other realtors do. Hands down, there's no better value out there, especially at the prices that we list homes for. Our commission, very competitive. For a premium service, generally you're paying a premium commission, but we are standard industry norm. You just get a lot more for it. Okay, I'll speed up, I'll get into it now. Internal buyer and agent network. This is huge, and this ties into our active selling. So we're not just sitting back and letting MLS do its thing. We're blasting your listing out to our buyer database of over 25,000 active buyers, pre-qualified, looking for a home within the next 3 months. 25,000. This is a revolving database. Now, I'm not saying I have 25,000 people that want to buy your home, but I might just have 1 or 2. Okay, it doesn't hurt, it's extra exposure. Also, our realtor network. It's not enough to assume or hope that every realtor out there, of the 90,000 realtors in Toronto, as a member of TRED, that's just TRED, that they're going to be actively watching your listing and promoting and talking to your potential buyer. We put it right in front of those agents' faces and say, hey, this is what we've got. Do you have someone for it? And hopefully they think, oh yeah, Bob and Mary might just be perfect for this one. I know they said 9 months, but this is exactly what they want. Let me see if I can light a fire under their butts and get them here to see your home, okay? So again, active selling, we've got the network to allow for that active selling. In-home display, this is also a huge one. If you go to the Four Seasons, most of the men and women that work there, they're dressed in suits, they're dressed fancy, smells like vanilla in the lobby, and as soon as you walk in, immediately you've got a good feeling about this. And what that does is it promotes the value, because it's not the same thing if you go to the Super 8. Buddy's got a stain on his shirt and there's no vanilla, there's maybe some stale cookies there for your liking. Now you walk in, it sets the tone, you know you're paying a discounted price, and that value precipitates throughout the experience. Same idea here. We come up with and through studies and learning and stretch benchmarking, we've established a phenomenal in-home display system that exudes the value of your home. We want to set the tone. So as soon as someone walks into your home, there's a beautiful welcome sign, please remove your shoes, agents leave a card, and what we will do is we'll install an Amazon Alexa, client permitted. And the Amazon Alexa we will pre-program, again with a sign there that says, ask Alexa about this home, and Alexa will rhyme off some of the key features of the home in our own words, the way that Tyler McLay Realty Group would want to sell your home and promote your home, okay? Not all agents can show a home at the same caliber we can and exude that value, but just having that in-home tech, having the ability to communicate directly with the consumer in our own words, enhances the value of your home and hopefully translates into a higher price sale. We also have supplementary feature sheets. If you'd like a sample, I'm happy to mail you one. Just comment or give us a call, get in touch with us with your address, and we will get you a sample feature sheet. This is a high quality printed, similar to the seller guide, okay, gloss quality, and again, just exudes and promotes the value of your home. Some agents don't even have feature sheets anymore, which blows my mind. But we actually have a featured brochure, nice and thick. They're not cheap, but it comes back and essentially, ultimately, brings more money for your home. So everything we do is on purpose. Everything we do is purposeful, and it's meant to bring you more money for your home. Okay, we talk about the neighborhood, talk about the local schools and hospitals, transit. We'll also add some supplementary stuff depending on the location. We just did one in Parkland and Lakeshore, talked a lot about the future of the Mr. Christie site, okay? We just did one in the East End, a full brochure on the Ontario line. So it's very property specific. It's not just copy paste. Every property is different and has different features that promote value. That allows us to target the right buyer and sell your home for the highest value. In terms of our photography, virtual tours, it's best in class, okay? We've got drone photography, we've got twilight photography, incredible exterior photos, interior photos, and what this does, it helps drive the traffic. Not only drive traffic, but the right traffic. So the buyers that are coming to see your home are already at a 9 out of 10 in the buying process versus coming in blindly. If there's no photos or not so good photos, you're getting qualified buyers because it's stressful enough to sell your home. You don't want a ton of strangers coming through your home, especially if they're not qualified. Okay, we want the right buyers, and what we do online promotes the right buyers. What we also do is we do 2 types of video tours. One, we do a 3D walkthrough tour of your home. You can see the ceilings, you can see the floors, and the buyer will navigate their own way, almost like virtual reality, through your home, get a feel at their own pace. We also do top-tier cinematic quality videos. You can see some samples on our YouTube of homes, composition of the exterior, the drone. We had one on the water just now in South Etobicoke, and the drone footage showed off the backyard, the water, brought you right inside the house. Beautiful full tour. So that's what I mean by we're gonna get more qualified showings because people have seen as much as they can online. Now they just wanna get that last feel for your home. Everything we do is purposeful. If you want to see any other samples, by all means get in touch with myself or a member of my team. We'll be happy to share with you physical copies of some of our feature sheets and displays or links to our tours. Now, back to my example of Four Seasons, we can also look at brands like Porsche and Chanel. You're never going to see them sending you a black and white newspaper quality flyer, okay? Everything they do is high-end quality, just like our seller's guides, just like our brochures, just like our direct mail campaigns, okay? You'll see the next page talks about the direct mail campaigns. Everything we do in terms of print is high quality and again, exudes value, promoting more value for your home at the end of the day. In terms of our direct mail campaigns, studies show that 25% of buyers already live in a 5-kilometer radius of your home. That's why it's vitally important to hammer the immediate area. There may be people looking to move up, move down in size. There may be people looking to move to a new street, but stay in the same school district or neighborhood, okay? And there may be people with friends or relatives that want to live in that same pocket. So we do a great job of not keeping your home a secret and letting everybody know that your home is for sale. In addition to that, if 25% of people come from that 5-kilometer radius, that means that 75% of buyers are coming from beyond that radius. So we also target particular demographics in different markets with direct mail campaigns to drive activity to your home, okay? So it's important to hit the local and the periphery markets of your home. So I'm just scanning back through here to get my place. Social media and ad campaigns. So we talked about our reach, our social media reach and our online reach. This is huge. The organic stuff is huge, but to just kind of promote the value there, we've spent over a decade refining our online lead generation approach. So no one in the industry can get what we get for the price that we pay. The returns that we get is based on our scale and the amount of real estate that we sell, okay, and the amount of ads that we're promoting at the same time. Everything we do in terms of social media marketing is targeted. So like I mentioned before, our active selling proponent, we are not going to be promoting a studio condo downtown Toronto to a family of 5, okay? And we're not going to be promoting the 5-bedroom home in Kleinburg to that young single professional working on Bay Street. They will still see your home for sale. They'll still see it, but everyone else, that target market, is going to see it 10 times more often. Everything we do in terms of online ads is calculated and proven, developed over decades of experience and deployment of online advertising. Let's move on, shall we? You're also featured on TylerMcLay.com, which has over 7,000 organic visitors monthly. Now, we promote TylerMcLay.com on Google, and we do have a lot of organic visitors aside from the promotion that come to our website and use it as a resource for their home search. Super user-friendly, super detailed in terms of the information that you get per listing, and from there, it gives us the ability to see all the back-end analytics, give you better quality feedback, and ultimately drive more traffic to your home. Now, beyond just TylerMcLay.com, we are under the Royal LePage umbrella, but you do get exposure beyond just Royal LePage. Some people know the Remax brand, some people know the Zolo brand, some people like to use House Sigma, Realtor.ca. No matter what, your home is blasted on every single real estate website throughout Ontario and throughout the world. Our global exposure allows your listing to be seen by everyone, as many people as possible, and that's one of the beautiful things about working with us, is we don't keep it a secret, we don't keep it just with our base, but we promote it to the masses. And that is what's going to bring you the most amount of money for your home. Something that a lot of agents, I guess, forget or overlook is MLS positioning. So if you haven't seen an MLS listing before, you can find one here in our seller's package. And the MLS listing is essentially what the public and your realtor uses to see facts and figures about your home. There's a lot that goes into the MLS positioning. Number one thing with our team is we always put our cell phone numbers on the listing. If someone needs an answer now, they're going to get an answer now. Some agents you'll see put their office number, difficulty in getting a hold of someone. It's an instant business. If someone needs answers, we want to get them to them. Another thing is certain keywords that pop up more significantly in particular searches. So again, everything we do is proven, scientifically proven. Over decades of experience, we make sure that we're using the right keywords so your listing is being seen the most. We fully fill out the description of your home, taking advantage of the character limits. We also fill out the dimensions of your home and every room size that's available to us. We take the measurements, we create the floor plans. That's something that we do, and that's something that clients want to see. Will my bed fit? Will my son's bed fit? Will our nice big couch fit in the basement? These are answers that we can, or these are questions that we can answer before they're ever even asked. Now, in terms of home staging, this is something that we do offer for our clients, both physical and virtual staging. If you want to see some samples, you can find it here in our listing guide, and it's quite incredible. Our in-house team does incredible work in terms of staging, both physical and virtual. Different time, different place for each use. Sometimes it's just a matter of fluffing up, okay, adding pillows, blankets to enhance what you've already got. Sometimes it's a matter of removing existing furniture, bringing new stuff in to really highlight your home. And we never allow our staging to take away from your home. Our job is to highlight your home, the size, the layout, the scale of what you have. And the way that we stage is specifically for that reason. We make sure it fits and it's aligned and doesn't take away from your home, but enhances your home. Now, virtual staging is another phenomenal option that we found great success with. This helps with vacant homes, vacant condos, maybe a little bit of difficulty in getting items in or out. Even if you do have your home fully furnished, we can actually remove items and add new items to make it more visually attractive. Again, getting more eyes to the property. Whether it looks better or not, what we can also do is just paint a picture of how funky spaces can be used. Okay, we're getting to the end now, so bear with me. Something that we really pride ourselves on as well in terms of answering questions before they're even asked is a pre-listing home inspection. If you have a detached home, townhome, semi, something that we will definitely recommend and cover is a pre-listing home inspection by one of our in-house home inspectors. If it's a condo, we have something called a status certificate. That's something that we'll have to order, the owner would order, and kind of paints a picture of the financials of the building. But in terms of a pre-listing home inspection, we find a lot of value with this because we can answer questions before they're asked in terms of what things will cost in terms of maintenance, timelines in terms of how long we have left in terms of a roof, based on renovations, dryness in the basement. If there's some cosmetic deficiencies, we can ensure that they're not structural in nature. Okay, so there's a lot of different reasons why we love having a pre-listing inspection. If a buyer wants to do their own, that's fine. It just gives us the ability to combat anything that doesn't align, if you will. Something else that we do that we find vitally important, especially for sellers that want to know, is consistent feedback. Okay, sometimes there's things that we hear that we can adapt and change. Sometimes there's things that we hear that we simply can't do anything with, but feedback is important to take into account as we go throughout the selling process. So we will provide you with consistent feedback based on online clicks, likes, links, and views, combined with agent feedback, buyer feedback, and if there's anything we can do to combat that, we will have the answers to do so. So we're getting to the end here in terms of what we do. There's a little bit more fun at the end here. We've got our selling timeline, okay? And you'll find a lot of prep work that goes in. It looks like a long journey when you check out this page, but this is something we can do. We can have your house out in as early as 2 days with everything I've mentioned. We can always be quicker, but if we want everything ready and prepared, we have our in-house services and staff that can get everything done within 2 days. Staging might be 4 days, okay? But this kind of walks you through what the timeline looks like pre, during, and post sale. If you have any questions on that, like I said, feel free to reach out. There's a few testimonials here. If you want to read more, check us out on Google. People seem to really like what we do. We've got a ton of 5-star reviews. Read them. These are people we've had the opportunity and pleasure of working with in the past. They really seem to like what we do. We generate great values for their homes and offer phenomenal experience throughout. At the end, we've got some complimentary home tips for you. So whether you're thinking of selling now, later, with Tyler McLay Realty Group or not, there's some great resources in here on how to sell your home and the way that you should be preparing your home to get top dollar. That's basically it. That's our seller guide. We thank you so much for your time, and please, if you like this or any of our other content, we would really appreciate if you could like this video, comment some thoughts, questions, answers, or even other video ideas, and share it with some of your friends that are even considering a sale. So thank you very much. Sorry I kind of flew through it. If you've got any questions, please give us a call, drop us a line. We'd be happy to share all the answers with you, and we would love the opportunity to see your beautiful home and speak to you in person. So thank you very much for your time. Have a lovely day.